action is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. A big play there on the first play of the game. 43 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Gurley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's the 3rd-round pick from Memphis. It's Darrell Henderson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot drop? Because it's zone. Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
It's just me and you.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Switch. Same. Hey, gun.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
51, Tom!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready, 280. Line 59. Hey, Ridley. Check, 59. Hey, orbit. QB drop. Hey, express. 5,
Ryan will throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From his goal line here, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. And even 50 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, exit. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check. 14.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Come on now, let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
180. 55. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
On 2nd and 1. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Watch the curve. Check 59. Ready to go.
They toss to Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Get up.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ryan flushed out right. Gets it off to Freeman. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Marcus Gilchrist, the strong safety, there to force the incompletion.
A 33-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Yes, sir.
Goff now looks to throw. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Woods coming off by far the best year of his career. 86 catches, over 1,200 yards. Now he's hoping to build on that, but boy, he was a key cog in the wheel that took them to the Super Bowl last season. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to try you.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Goff. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Ric Flair. What's up?
Here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun. Gone. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation. Post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on fourth down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Now a run with Henderson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Ryan on first down. Rolling to his... Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Deuce.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Check, 59. I'm trying to collect. Motion. March 59. Louis.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Goff now looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Cut. 180. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Oh, yeah, cut. Hey, Cal.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The final shot before break here. Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
We got this.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
20. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. 59.
Here's Ryan to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Here I come. Shit. 21.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like? And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now gone. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We're good. We're good. 5.
A shotgun snap for gone. And got a man. It's Woods. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st down, Rams.
He goes to that. 180.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Henderson is a junior at Memphis last year, better than 1,900 yards, had 25 total touchdowns. They drafted him in the 3rd round in an effort to try to give Todd Gurley some support in a backup role.
Hold on. Check.
From the 44, Goff being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Touchdown, L.A.! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To throw is Ryan. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Ready, 280, 280. Check, no. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Base. Mike 54, tough. Mike 59.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Jim. Rush in.
Throwing again, Ryan. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
12 more yards there and another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Goff now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bang, 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 bang. He's crashing. He's whirling. Smoke.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 43. 4 now. Obama. Hey, Wahoo!
Back to throw. Gone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
180! 45.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first and goal, Gurley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. It's second and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. Now it's gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Ryan. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
They run once more with Henderson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Gone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Julio Jones. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hey, South. Hey, Zoo.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, pick your game up. Showing it.
To throw again is Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Hey, Haywood.
Let's go, defense.
Again, Ryan. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 40, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Los Angeles, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3 and 4 through 7 games. And
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay...
Throwing on first down. Gaines. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They can't stop us.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gaines. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Gaines. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Complete to number 13.
Ready? Hey, come on. Exit.
On 1st down, Gaines. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around Good team chemistry. Always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on third down. Gaines. And that will be incomplete. On 1st and 10, Gaines. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Huge play by the defense.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Gaines. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. On 1st down, it's Thomas.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Gaines making the catch is Sternberger. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Gaines. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gaines. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Gaines. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the the red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 16-yard. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Again, it's Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Operating from the gun. Gaines. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun. Gaines. That's caught left side by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Gaines. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Good job, bitch. Good job.
From... They'll run on 1st down. Thomas. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On first down, it's Thomas, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rodriguez. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss because that run out.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they work this out past the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Packers on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Gaines. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Touchdown, Packers. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards.
Set, ready. 15 on it, 55. Wahoo.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on second down. Gaines. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys are going to take over at the 20. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in.